People try to put us to down. Talking about my generation. Just because we money, it's a gas. God save the queen, the fascist regime. Everywhere I hear the sound of marching, charging feet.
From the Kinks clashing with the BBC to Black Sabbath being branded satanic, these are the songs that shook the establishment, and in some cases were silenced because of it.
Money, it's a gas.
14. Money, Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd's Money was a sharp critique of capitalism wrapped in one of the most iconic bass lines in rock, but it ran into trouble over a single word: bullshit. Some US radio stations refused to play the track entirely, while others aired a censored version. The irony? The song was attacking corporate greed and got silenced to protect advertisers. Still, Money helped The Dark Side of the Moon become one of the best-selling albums of all time. 13. Brown Sugar, The Rolling Stones. Even Mick Jagger admits this one wouldn't fly today. Brown Sugar, released in 1971, topped charts with its addictive riff, but the lyrics reference slavery, interracial sex, and drug use. Many found it raw and provocative, while others called it offensive. Radio stations either banned or heavily edited the track. Over time, even the Stones distanced themselves from it. Still, controversy only made the song more iconic. 12. When Walk on the Wild Side. Lou Reed. Lou Reed's biggest solo hit was also one of the most daring. Walk on the Wild Side celebrated real LGBTQ+ figures from Andy Warhol's factory scene: drag queens, transgender people, and sex workers. Though it was subtle and poetic, some stations banned it outright once they grasped the lyrics. Yet the song resonated with outsiders and misfits everywhere, becoming a quiet revolution in mainstream music.
Talk about my generation. I hope I die before I get old.
11. My Generation. What are the Who? This rebellious anthem featured Roger Daltrey's iconic stutter, "Why don't you fade away?" But some stations banned it, claiming it mocked people with speech impediments. The band denied it, saying the stutter captured the nervous energy of youth. Misunderstood or not, My Generation became one of rock's most powerful statements of rebellion.
Everywhere I hear the sound of more.
10. Street Fighting Man. The Rolling Stones. In 1968, as protests erupted worldwide, the Stones released Street Fighting Man, a raw, distorted call to revolution. After riots at the Democratic National Convention, US radio stations pulled the track, fearing it would incite more unrest. Mick Jagger said the song was inspired by real protests, not meant to provoke violence, but the fear around it only made it more legendary. 9. Louie Louie, The Kingsmen. This garage rock classic was so unintelligible, it sparked panic. Rumors swirled that the lyrics were obscene, so much so that the FBI launched a 31-month investigation. The result? They concluded the lyrics were too slurred to be understood. Still, many stations pulled it just in case. That only fueled its popularity, and Louie Louie became an enduring rock anthem.
Short people got no reason.
8. Short People. Randy Newman. Randy Newman is a master of satire, but not everyone got the joke. His 1977 song, Short People, was clearly a parody of prejudice, yet some listeners and politicians took it literally. In Maryland, a lawmaker even tried to ban it. Radio stations got complaints, and several refused to air it. Newman was baffled, but the controversy helped make it a hit.
She got the needs. She spends her life.
7. Only Women Bleed. Alice Cooper. Known for horror theatrics, Alice Cooper shocked people for a different reason in 1975. Only Women Bleed was a powerful ballad about domestic violence, but was misinterpreted as sexist or vulgar. Some thought it was about menstruation, others just didn't listen closely. Despite bans, it became a major hit, and later covered by legends like Tina Turner, who recognized its true meaning. 6. Jet airliner, Steve Miller. Banned one word caused the chaos. Funky shit. To avoid censorship, Steve Miller re-recorded the line as funky kicks. Still, some stations refused to play it, suspecting the edit was a trick. Despite the drama, the song became a staple of classic rock playlists in both versions. 5. War Pigs. Black Sabbath, released in the shadow of the Vietnam War. War Pigs called out political and military leaders for profiting from conflict. The song's comparison of generals to witches at black masses drew heat from both US and UK radio stations. To avoid backlash, the band even renamed their album Paranoid. Still, the track became a cornerstone of anti-war heavy metal.
God save the Queen, the fascist regime.
Number 4. God Save the Queen. Sex Pistols, the most censored punk song in history. Released during Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee in 1977, this track called the monarchy a fascist regime. The British government flipped. The BBC banned it. Record stores refused to stock it, yet it still reached number 2 on the charts. Many believe it was deliberately blocked from taking number 1. Either way, it became punk's most defiant anthem. 3. Cocaine, Eric Clapton. The title alone raised eyebrows. Though Clapton insists the song was a warning about addiction, not a celebration of it, many stations banned or censored it. Despite or because of the bans, it became a live staple and fan favorite. Sometimes Clapton even changed the lyrics during performances to drive home the anti-drug message.
You know I smoke a lot of grass.
2. The Pusher, Steppenwolf. God damn the Pusher, man. That line alone was enough to get this gritty anti-drug song banned from many stations in the 70s. The profanity, especially using God in vain, crossed a line for conservative broadcasters, but the song's hard truths and its feature in Easy Rider cemented its legacy. Number 1. Black Sabbath and Black Sabbath. The song that birthed heavy metal was banned for being too evil. With its ominous tritone riff and dark occult imagery, Black Sabbath terrified listeners. Religious groups called it satanic. Radio stations refused to play it. Some stores wouldn't even stock the album, but all the panic did was fuel its legend. To this day, it's one of the most haunting tracks in rock history. Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you saw any of these bands live during their most controversial eras, we want to hear your story. Subscribe for more stories that prove music doesn't just reflect the world, it challenges it. Want to go deeper? Check out our next video on the 15 black rock bands who vanished without a trace.